Hello mates, welcome to Full Stack Java Developer. I am Kiran Jadhav here. In this session, I will teach you collection framework in advance. Then see what is collection framework. Collection it is a group of object. In last session, already we covered some basics of collection. Like in collection, there are three important interfaces: list, set and map. List it allows the duplication of data and it follows insertion order. In list there are two classes, ArrayList and LinkedList. ArrayList follows DDL, LinkedList follows DML. ArrayList is more suitable for read operations, LinkedList is more suitable for manipulations like insert, update, delete. Then coming to next is set. Set it is a uniqueness. It allows only unique elements. It does not allow any duplicate elements here. In set there are two classes, HashSet and TreeSet. HashSet it does not maintain the order, TreeSet it follows the order. HashSet it allows one null element and TreeSet it does not allow any null element. If you are adding, it will give us null pointer exception. And in HashSet, if you are adding any more than one null element, the last one overrides the first one. Now coming to map. Map it is a key value pair. Like JSON structure, key value you can simply consider. Here key must be unique in map and value allows the duplicate. There are two classes in map like HashMap and TreeMap. Then HashMap it does not maintain the order, but TreeMap it follows the order. HashMap it allows one null key and it allows multiple null values. TreeMap it does not allow any null key, but it allows multiple null values. If you are adding any null key in TreeMap, it will give us null pointer exception. And in HashMap, if you are adding more than one null key, the last one overrides the first one. Now simply we'll come up with the collection advance. Then see, first we'll start with here what is LinkedHashSet. What is LinkedHashSet? See, LinkedHashSet is a class actually coming from set interface itself. Then here 2 points we need to make it note down. The first point you can simply say it is non-synchronized. It is non-synchronized. And the second point, it follows insertion order. It follows insertion order. And whatever features in HashSet, like it also allows one null element. And one more thing, it also contains only unique element. Does not allow any duplication of data. But important thing, LinkedHashSet is non-synchronized. And the second point, it follows the insertion order. Then we'll simply come up with the practical. For that perspective, I am just coming to on file, new, dynamic project. We are creating our Spring Boot application. We are creating here our Java application, you can simply say. Then I am giving here the application name as, you can simply say, collection framework advance. See, our Java application created successfully. We'll come up with the src main Java. Right click on that, new package. And the package name I'm giving here com dot, this will be full stack dot, we are giving here core. Package all letters must be lowercase. Now right click on package, new Java class, and the Java class name I'm giving here, this is LinkedHashMap example. LinkedHashMap, sorry, LinkedHashSet. We don't have the HashMap here now. We are just adding here LinkedHashSet example. Yeah, LinkedHashSet example. Now creating here main method. Simply maximize the size of screen. Then I am giving here set interface. It will be type of string. You can use whatever you want actually. You can go to the int as well. Here I am giving this will be LinkedHashSet. That also fine for us. LinkedHashSet equal to new LinkedHashSet. So this is the class, right? Coming from java.util package. See, here is LinkedHashSet class. We have just created the object as a LinkedHashSet. Object start with the lowercase. Now if you are coming here, the LinkedHashSet comes in Java 1.4. See one screen since 1.4, right? Extend which class? HashSet. It means HashSet is the parent class of LinkedHashSet. Whatever properties in HashSet, LinkedHashSet goes to inherit, extending the property. And one more, like implements here set interface and clonable and serializable as well. And now we are just coming back to here Then here I am going to add some elements. LinkedHashSet dot add. I am adding here some name actually. Employee name you can simply consider I am adding here Sora. The next I am adding here LinkedHashSet dot add. You can simply say this will be, we are adding here Lakshmi. LinkedHashSet dot add. I am adding here this will be Pooja. Next LinkedHashSet dot add. We are going to add here Rutuja. LinkedHashSet dot add. I'm adding this is, you can simply say, duplicate record for Sora. Right. LinkedHashSet dot add. We're adding here one more record as Darshan. Now, if we are going to print it by using for each, I'm just using here, this will be system.out method reference for each we are going to use print ln. Now, what will be the output we are expecting? We are expecting it will follow the insertion order. There will be unique element, and this is non-synchronized. See one screen. It follows the insertion order here. Why? Because LinkedHashSet. See, Sora comes here first, and there is unique Sora available, right? Duplicate is not available there. Whatever sequence we have given here, the same sequence it will produce the result. It means output. It means it follows the insertion order. See one screen. Swara, Lakshmi, Pooja, Rutuja and Darshan. And if I am adding here null element, then definitely it will allow one null element as well. See one screen. Run as Java application. See, here is it null. Same sequence it follows, right? Yeah. If I am going to add here one more null element, right? See one screen. Run as Java application. You can simply say last one over the first one here. It allows only one null element. Now we'll delete it by using Control D shortcut key to delete the line of code. Control A, Control I, Control Shift F. Yeah, I want to delete this Sora as well here. We have just, you can simply understand here, LinkedHashSet, this is the Java class coming from java.util package, comes in Java 1.4 version, and this is non-synchronized and it follows the insertion order. See one screen. Then what is the usage of LinkedHashSet? Then you can simply say, if a business requirement comes, like you want to add unique element and follow the insertion order, then you can simply go ahead with the LinkedHashSet. Now coming to next is LinkedHashMap. Next is LinkedHashMap. Then see, LinkedHashMap also, you can simply say this is the Java class, and this is also like non-synchronized and follow which order? Insertion order. But LinkedHashMap, it is a part of map interface, right? Then definitely there will be key value pair. There will be key value pair. Then we'll simply come up with the creation the application here. Simply right click on our package, new Java class, and the Java class name I am giving here. This is LinkedHashMap example. Don't give your class name as LinkedHashMap because LinkedHashMap itself class in Java. Always give the ending with example, concept, whatever your class name. Perfect. Now using Control M, it will maximize the size of screen. I am just adding here main method. Now you can simply consider here, I am using map interface. This will be key value pair, passing here string, and this will be LinkedHashMap equal to new LinkedHashMap. See, which is the class? Here LinkedHashMap is the class, and this LinkedHashMap object, right, start with lowercase. Whenever new keyword comes, you can simply say we have created the object of our LinkedHashMap here. And LinkedHashMap, this is the Java class coming from java.util package, comes in Java 1.4 version. See, here is it. Like this is coming from Java 1.4 since 1.4. And LinkedHashMap extending the property from HashMap and implementing which interface? Map interface. Perfect. Now simply come back to here, and I am just going to add here key value pair. Then LinkedHashMap dot, we don't have add method. Which method available here? We have put method available there. I am just adding here ID. This will be ID as 121 key value, right? LinkedHashMap dot put. We are just going to add here. This is name. I am giving here Sora. LinkedHashMap dot put. We are just going to add here. This will be like salary. You can simply say salary. I am adding here. This is 97,000.96. LinkedHashMap.put. I'm adding here, this will be the address. We are just going to add here Pune, India. Perfect. Now we are going to iterate record by using for each. Then I will prefer to use here stream API for each. For that perspective, I am calling here LinkedHashMap. If I am calling here stream API, I am not able to use. You can simply use here IntriSet, then stream, then for each. Simply use method reference system.out println. Then see on screen. What is LinkedHashMap? It is non-synchronized and it follows the insertion order. See on screen. Simply try run a Java application. It will give us the same sequence output there, like ID, name, salary, address. And if I am trying to add any null key here, what happen? LinkedHashMap.put. I am adding null as a key. Value I am giving here ABC, ending with semicolon. Now you can simply try. It will add one null key. It will allow one null key, but follow the insertion order. If I am adding here more than one null key, the last one I am giving value as XYZ. Then what happen here? It will allows one null key and it allows multiple null values. But I am giving here two null key. Then we are expecting last one override the first one here. It means ABC goes to override by XYZ. See on screen. See here is perfect. It follow which order? It follow the insertion order. ID, name, salary, then null XYZ and then address Pune, India. Perfect. Yeah. Then LinkedHashMap. If your business requirement you want key value pair and it will follow the insertion order, then go to the LinkedHashMap because it is the part of map interface. Like there will be key value pair and it allows unique key and there will be duplicate value also allowed. It allows one null key and multiple null values. But the important thing, it follows insertion order. Perfect. Yeah. Now coming to next. Next is we have concurrent hash map. Here we have available concurrent hash map, but before going ahead with the concurrent hash map, I want to add here one interview questions like differentiate. What else you can simply say? Explain, fail fast and fail safe iterator in Java. Fail safe iterator in Java. I want to cover up this point here. Then see, fail fast, it means you can simply say in iteration, if you are doing add or remove the elements a key value pair, that time there will be concurrent modification exception comes, that's called fail fast iterator. And in iteration, if you are trying to do add or remove the key value elements and if there is no exception, that's called fail safe iterator in Java. And once concurrent modification exception comes, this exception also known as runtime exception. Then see, fail fast, it means you can simply say like in iteration, if you are doing add or remove the elements a key value pair, right? Elements a key value. In hash map, in list set we have elements, in map we have key value pair, right? Yeah. In iteration, if you are doing add or remove the elements a key value, then definitely then there will be exception occurs. Then concurrent modification exception occurs. That's called fail fast iteration. And fail safe, it means you can simply say this will be the fail safe we are giving here. In iteration, if you are doing add or remove the key value pair, then there is no exception. Then you can simply say then there is no exception, like concurrent modification exception, right? That's called fail safe iterator. And in Java there are two classes. Those are fail safe iterator. Which two? First one is CopyOnWriteArrayList. And the second one is ConcurrentHashMap. second is concurrent HashMap. Yeah, this is very commonly asked interview question nowadays. Explain fail fast and fail safe iterator in Java. That time you can simply say fail fast. It means in iteration, if you are doing the add or remove the key value pairs or elements, then concurrent modification exception occurs. That's called, you can simply say, fail fast iterator. And concurrent modification exception is a type of, you can simply say, runtime exception. And fail safe, it means in iteration, if you are doing add or remove the key value pair or elements, then there is no concurrent modification exception. That's called fail safe iterator. In Java, there are two classes. Those are the fail safe iterator, CopyOnWriteArrayList, and concurrent HashMap. For that perspective, I am just creating the one example here. You can simply say new Java class. Java class name I am giving here failsafe versus failfast example. Yeah, iterator example you can say. See, I will just like modify our class name here. Refactor, we have option available here. Just do the rename failsafe. Spell we will correct here, right? Yeah. Next, and then do the finish. Perfect. Using Control M, it will maximize the size of screen. Then this is our main method. I am just using here first I will use the list. You can say this is the list. It will be type of string. Here I am giving this is like list equal to new array list. Right. Adding some data here like list.add. Just adding name as Swara. Next, list.add. Name I am adding here Lakshmi. Next, list.add. We are just going to add the data for here Puja. List.add. We are adding the name as Rutuja here. See, we have available iterator. It will be type of string. Here you can simply say iterator equal to list.iterator. Now here is the iteration file with iterator. We are just trying to print here. This is string. Otherwise, if you want to give name, that also fine, because name we are trying to print here, right? Yeah. You can simply print here name. Perfect. Then in iteration, we are just going to add one more record here. I am just going to add the record as Darshan. See on screen. Here I am adding the record as Darshan. Then once I am trying to, in iteration, if I am trying to do add or remove the elements of key value pair, then definitely it will give us which exception? Concurrent modification exception. Simply try run a Java application. See which exception we got here? Concurrent modification exception. It means here we are trying to do some iteration, and iteration, if you are doing some add like key value pair, otherwise elements, that time definitely concurrent modification exception come, and this exception comes at runtime. That's called fail fast iterator. That's called fail fast iterator. Now I am just trying to remove the elements of second number location. Start with the 0th, right? Yeah. Then also it will give us which exception? Concurrent modification exception. See on screen. And once concurrent modification exception comes, that's called fail fast iterator in Java. Perfect. Then what is fail safe iterator? You can simply say here CopyOnWriteArrayList. See, CopyOnWriteArrayList. Now there is no such exception comes like concurrent modification exception. See on screen. Now we got the exception array index out of bounds exception, that's fine, but there is no concurrent modification exception. If I am trying to add here data, right, here I am just going to add Darshan. See on screen, there is no such exception. There is no such a exception like concurrent modification exception. See on screen, it's just printing Swara, Lakshmi and Puja. But I hope you got the clarity. Once you are using CopyOnWriteArrayList, see this is the Java class. You can simply say, again if you want to check, comes in Java which version? Since 1.5. Like implementing the property from list interface. It also allows like insertion order. It also allows duplication of data as well, right? But this is class, you can simply say failsafe iterator. How? Because in iteration, if you are trying to add or remove the elements, then definitely there is no such exception like concurrent modification exception. That's called, you can simply say failsafe iterator. And in Java there are two classes. Those are the failsafe iterator, CopyOnWriteArrayList, and the second one is ConcurrentHashMap. Then see, here you can use while, otherwise you can simply use the for each as well. Okay, perfect. Now coming to next is we'll go ahead with the map. There is available concurrent HashMap, right? And concurrent HashMap also failsafe iterator. Then here fourth number questions. I'm just going to add like what is concurrent hash map. What is concurrent hash map? Then see concurrent hash map, the important concept you can simply say this is the Java class, comes in JDK 1.5 version, and it is a fail-safe iterator. It is a fail-safe iterator. Fail-safe iterator. Second point, it is used in multi-threading environment. Multi-threading environment to achieve thread safety. To achieve thread safety. Third point, it does not allow any null key or value. If you are adding, it will give us null pointer exception, and it comes in JDK 5 version. Okay, JDK 5 version. See, concurrent hash map, it is a fail-safe iterator class in Java. In iteration, if you are trying to add or remove the key value pair, right, then definitely concurrent modification exception comes in case of hash map, tree map, and linked hash map, right, weak hash map, and identity hash map. But if you are using concurrent hash map, then definitely there is no concurrent modification exception comes. Why? Because this is the fail-safe iterator class in Java. It is a fail-safe iterator class in Java. You can simply say it is a fail-safe iterator class in Java. Perfect. It is used in multi-threading environment to achieve thread safety. It does not allow any null key or value. If you are adding in null key value, it will give us null pointer exception. And it comes in JDK 1.5 version. You can simply say it comes in JDK 1.5 version. Okay. Perfect. Then we'll come up with the implementation part. Then before going out with the concurrent hash map, I will use this simply hash map here. Simply come up with here new Java class I am giving, and this will be, you can simply say, concurrent hash map example. Now simply create here which method? Main method. Using Ctrl M, it will maximize the size of screen. I am using here, this is the map. This is, you can simply say, string, and this will be string as well. Yeah, you can use map as well, no worries. New hash map I am using here. Perfect. Now we are just going to use here map.put. We are just going to use here map.put, right? Yeah. We'll save our time here. That's why I'm just going to use here copy paste, right? Yeah, you can use Ctrl D. Then here we have available map.put method to add the key value pair. Perfect. Now we are trying to iterate the records, right? Then for iteration perspective, I will use map.forEach. This will be, you can say, key value. This is our lambda expression, and we are just trying to print it, key value, by colon separated. You can simply do Ctrl A, Ctrl I, Ctrl Shift F, it will format the code base. If you are going to run a Java application, it will print the records. Hash map, it does not maintain the order, right? Yes, it allows one null key, it allows multiple null value. But now what I am trying to do, I am just trying to add or remove the key value pair. I am just trying to add here. I am going to add here gender, and the gender for sure I am adding here female. Now simply try run a Java application, see one screen. It gives which exception? Concurrent modification exception it gives. It gives which exception? Concurrent modification exception. If you are trying to remove here, right, just use remove. Which object you are trying to remove? This object you can simply pass here. Okay, simply try run a Java application. We got which exception here? Concurrent modification exception. It means in iteration, right? In iteration, if you are doing add or remove the key value pair elements, then which exception come? Concurrent modification exception. That's called fail fast iterator. See, here is it, concurrent modification exception. That's called fail fast iterator. Then what is fail safe? In iteration, if you are doing add or remove the key value pair elements, then there is no exception like concurrent modification exception. That's called fail safe iterator. And in Java there are only two classes. Those are the fail safe iterator, CopyOnWriteArrayList, and the second one is concurrent hash map. Then here concurrent HashMap, it means it is a failsafe iterator class in Java. It is used in multi-threading environment to achieve thread safety. It does not allow any null key or value. It comes in Java 1.5 version. Then now, instead of using HashMap, I am just going to add here concurrent HashMap. Okay, we are adding here concurrent HashMap. Now I want to add here elements. This will be key as gender I am giving, and the value I am giving here female. See one screen. Control A, Control I, Control Shift O. Control A, Control Shift O. It will delete the unwanted line of code. Perfect. Now in iteration, I am just trying to put it means we are adding the key value pair here, right? And here we are using which class? Concurrent HashMap. And concurrent HashMap, this is the class, comes in Java 1.5 version. Simply check here, since you will be able to see it comes in Java 1.5 version. It comes in Java which version? 1.5. See one screen. Since 1.5. It implement concurrent map, implement which interface? Serializable. And extending which class? You can simply say abstract map. And coming from java.util package. If you are coming here, see java.util.concurrent package. Java.util.concurrent package. Perfect. Now simply try run a Java application. See on screen. There is no such exception like concurrent modification exception. There is no. Perfect. See on screen. There is no such exception. In iteration, if you are trying to add or remove the key value pair, there is no such exception like concurrent modification exception. That's called failsafe iterator. If you are using here tree map, like if you are using here tree map, then see it will give us which exception? Concurrent modification exception. See here is it. It gives us which exception? Concurrent modification exception. But if you are using here concurrent HashMap, then definitely there is no such exception like concurrent modification exception. That's called failsafe iterator class in Java. Perfect. And here if I am adding any null key or null value, then definitely it will give us null pointer exception. See one screen. Which exception? Null pointer exception. Now if we are giving address as a key and value I am giving here null, what happen? It will give us null pointer exception. It means it does not allow any null key or null value like hash table. Hash table also does not allow any null key or null value, right? Okay, perfect. I'm just doing control check. I will delete this line of code here. We don't require, right? Then coming to concurrent HashMap, see this is the class coming from java.util.concurrent package, and concurrent HashMap comes in Java 1.5 version, and this is failsafe iterator class in Java. And again, it does not allow any null key or value. See the theory part here. Concurrent HashMap, it is a failsafe iterator class in Java. It is used in multi-threading environment to achieve thread safety. Then upcoming sessions we are going to learn what is thread safety, what is thread synchronization in multi-threading chapter. Then concurrent HashMap, it does not allow any null key or value. If you are adding, it will give us null pointer exception. And important concept, concurrent HashMap comes in Java 1.5 version. Perfect. Now coming to next, then coming to fifth number, you can simply say here we'll come up with how HashMap internally works. How HashMap internally works. Then if such a question comes, right, then you can simply think about there is one bucket available, like bucket size you can simply consider there will be available like 16 block, 0 to 15 you can simply say there. Okay, see this is HashMap internal working diagram available. See one screen, right? This is one bucket. What is the bucket size? 0 to 15, it means 16 block. Now here is available table, but you can simply say this is the one bucket. It internally following the hashing principle and uses the linked list structure. Then before going ahead with the entire answer, I want to suggest if someone asking you how HashMap internally works, then you can explain the map concept here. Map, it is a key value pair, right? In map, key must be unique, value allows the duplicate. Okay, here you can simply say in map key must be unique and value allows duplicate. Coming to next, you can say there are two classes. First one is HashMap and the second one is, you can simply say, TreeMap. HashMap, it does not maintain the order. TreeMap, it follows the order. HashMap, it allows one null key but it allows multiple null values. TreeMap, there is no null key but it allows multiple null values. And now you can start with your real-time answer here. Like there is one bucket. What is the bucket size? You can simply say 16 block, like 0 to 15. Perfect. It internally following the hashing principle and uses the linked list structure. And there are two methods you can simply say. Like first one is equals and the second one is hash code. Then see, equals method return type is boolean, hash code method return type itself available int. The method coming from object class only. Then here, if two HashMap objects are equal, then definitely there is the hash code same. Then here you can simply say, if two HashMap objects are equals, then hash code must be same. And in case, very rare case, if there are two HashMap objects are not equals, then also some cases hash code comes same. But here, if two HashMap objects are equals, then definitely hash code must be same. And hash code is nothing but you can simply say integer type of value, like numeric value. And once two HashMap objects are equals, once two, you can simply say two HashMap objects are equals, then definitely hash code is same. And if two hash code are same, right? If two hash code are same, once hash code is same, then definitely you can simply say there will be collision occurs. Collision occurs. If you can simply say once hash code same, then definitely collision occurs. Once hash code are same, then collision arrive. Then collision occurs. And once collision occurs, then definitely it internally overrides the same block. Which block? Suppose we'll consider at block number 3, there will be like two HashMap objects are equals, and if two HashMap objects are equal, there will be hash code same. And if two hash codes are same, then definitely collision arrive. And once collision arrive, it internally overrides the same block. This is internal working of our HashMap, right? And once like two hash code are same, then definitely collision occurs. It internally overrides the same block. Then here you can simply say performance goes to degrade. Then in Java 8, once collision arrive, then they are using here in Java 8 there is slightly some changes happens. In you can simply say Java 8, once collision arrive, once collision arrived, then instead of using linked list, they are using binary tree. Instead of linked list structure, instead of linked list, they are using here binary tree. You can simply say binary tree. And you know tree structure, it means there is available right node and left node. It will help us to balance tree, you can simply consider, and our application performance goes to improve. But if there is the like collision arrive and if they are using linked list, then definitely performance goes to degrade. Then in Java 8 you can simply say once collision arrive, instead of linked list structure they are using binary tree, and there is available right node and left node, right? Then definitely performance goes to increase, you can simply consider here. Perfect. This is like how HashMap internally works in Java. Then here I already explained this diagram as well, and the same answer you can give in front of interviewer. Fine, this will be satisfactory answer here. Now coming to next, time being we need to jump on next question as well. Next is, you can simply consider here we have available 6 number question, like differentiate, comparable and comparator, comparable versus comparator. Then see, comparable versus comparator, you can simply say like this is comparable, this is function interface, right? And it comes from java.lang package. java.lang package. Then next we have available comparator. Comparator also functional interface. It comes from java.util package. Then here next difference in comparable, you can simply say comparable it have only one abstract method, which one? Compare to. And comparator also only one abstract method, that's why we are saying this is functional interface, correct? See, you can say it have only one abstract method, which one? Compare. There is available compare. Like if there is only one abstract method, then you can simply say this is the interface as a functional interface. Now coming to third number point in comparable, it is used to single sequence sort, and comparator it is used to multiple sequence sort. See, this is the main difference between comparable versus comparator. We'll come up with the practical example here. For that perspective, I am simply creating here one more package. We'll create a separate package for that. New package I am giving. This is com.fullstack. You can simply say this is core collection. Now simply right click on that package, new Java class. I am giving here this is comparable example. See, here is it. This will be main method. Using Ctrl M, it will maximize the size of screen. And here I am creating the class name as employee. For that employee class, we are adding here a private int employee have ID, private string employee have name, and the next field I am adding private, this will be double, employee have salary. You can simply consider employee have salary. Now we are going to create here constructor. Simply right click, go to source, generate constructor using fields. Now we require here getter setters. Right click, go to source, generate getter setters. We require here toString method. Then simply right click, go to source, generate toString. See, this is the way we have created our Pojo class. Pojo means plain old Java object. There is variables and getter setters. Now we are using here implements comparable interface. See, comparable as an interface. This is marker interface coming from java.lang package. And here we are using this is employee class. If you want to check internal structure of comparable, see, comparable available from Java 1.2 version, and this is coming from java.lang package. And if you are coming down here, see, comparable have only one method. Which method? Compare to. How to open method? Ctrl O. See, only one abstract method, compare to. It means this is functional interface, you can simply say. Now coming back to here, now we are implementing this comparable interface in our employee class. Then whenever you are using implements, then whatever abstract method in comparable, you must want to implement into employee class. Simply click on add unimplemented methods. Simply mouse over on that error, click on add unimplemented methods. Which method it goes to implement? Compare to. See on screen. Here is available compare to method. Perfect. Then here instead of object O, I am giving here E1 as a reference, you can simply say. And now I am using here if we are trying to sort by salary, then I am just going to call here e.emp salary, you can simply say. Sorry, we don't have the E, right? We have E1 here. I am calling here emp salary equal to you can simply say e1.emp salary. Then here return 0. Else if you can say emp salary is greater than e1.emp salary, then simply do return 1. Else you can simply do return -1. See, and compare to itself available return type as a int, right? Now we'll come up with the inside main class main method, and then I am going to add here list of data for our employee. Then simply use list, it will be type of our employee, Then here you can simply say the object as employee list equal to new array list and linked list. Array list is more suitable for the operations, linked list is more suitable for manipulations. I am using here array list, that will be fine for us. Employee list dot add, this will be new employee. I am passing here 121 as ID, name as Swara, salary I am passing here 97,000.96, ending with semicolon. At least we are adding 5 records here for sorting perspective. Perfect. This will be 122, 123, 124, 125. Each record I am giving somehow different name. This will be Ram, this will be Pooja, then next this will be Rutuja, and this will be Darshan. In Ram I am giving salary as here you can simply say 99,000. Then Pooja I am just going to add salary 92,000. Rutuja I am giving salary as 94,000. Darshan I am just giving the salary as you can simply say this is 76,000. Perfect. Each one we have given different ID, different name and different salaries. Now we are calling here collections.sort. You can simply call here collections. Collection is a class. Collection is an interface. See one screen. I it means interface. C it means class. Collections is a class coming from java.util package. Collections.sort, and we are passing here employee list. Now simply call here employee list.for each. I am calling here method reference system.out println. Then simply right click here, go ahead with the run as Java application. It will print the output. It will be sorted by ascending order. Which come first? 76,000, 92,000 here, right? Then 94,000, 97,000, 99,000. If you want descending order, simply change your logic. See one screen. Run as Java application. Now highest salary come first and the lowest salary come at last. But if you want ascending order, simply change the logic, right? See, here is the logic I am changing. Okay, perfect. Now simply try run a Java application. It will sort by ascending order on the basis of salary. See, it will sort record by ascending order on the basis of salary. Perfect. I hope you got the clarity for this is comparable concept we have seen here. Then what is comparable? Comparable is a functional interface. How? Because there is only one abstract method. Which is the abstract method? Compare to. It is an interface coming from java.lang package. See, here itself only one abstract method. Which abstract method? Compare to. And it is used for single sequence sort. Here we sort record on the basis of salary only. See, here we have given. This is the like sorting mechanism we handle here. Perfect. Then we done with the comparable. Next we'll come up with the comparator. Then see. Comparator, it is a function interface. It comes from java.util package. It have only one abstract method like compare, and it is used to multiple sequence sort. For that perspective, I am creating the application. Simply come up with the our package. Right click on that, new Java class, and this is comparator example. Simply create here main method. I am creating here class name as I am giving here class name as customer. We are adding field private int. You can simply say customer have ID. Private, you can simply say string. We have customer have name. And one more field I am adding here private int customer have age. In your case, you can go ahead with the number of fields. Time being, I am just adding here 3 fields: ID, name, and age. Simply right click here, go to source, generate constructor using fields. See, we required all the fields. For that perspective, you can simply save our class. Star mark, it means class is not saved there, right? Control A, Control I, Control Shift F, and then do Control S. It will save our file. Now simply right click here, go to source, generate constructor using fields. Simply generate it. This is the constructor. Now we require getter setters. Right click, go to source, generate getter setters. Select all, generate. We require the toString method to print the formatted output. Go to source, generate toString method. See one screen. Perfect. Now here I am creating class name as name comparator. Implements comparator interface. Comparator is an interface coming from java.util package. See one screen. I it means interface. and here I am passing this will be customer. Next class I am creating here, class name as age comparator. Age comparator implements comparator interface. This will be type of our customer, you can say. Yeah. Now see, for both the class it will go the compile time problem. Why? Because comparator is an functional interface. There is only one abstract method available. See, functional interface comes in Java 1.2 version, coming from java.util package. See one screen. And comparator have which abstract method available there? Compare. See, ending with semicolon. There is available equals method, but equals method coming from object class, you can simply say. Perfect. Then here only one abstract method, which is the abstract method compare. Then whatever abstract method available there, we must want to implement into our implementation class here. Then simply mouse over there and click on add unimplemented methods, which is the method compare. Same for age comparator. Mouse over there, add unimplemented method. See, here is the compare method, right? Perfect. And then instead of object 1, object 2, I am giving here customer 1, customer 2. This is like good naming convention we are going to follow. This is name comparator, right? I am adding here condition if, you can say, c1 dot get name dot compare to, we are going to call c2 dot get customer name, ending with semicolon. See what we are trying to do. You can simply, we don't require the condition as well, directly you can call return here. Okay, you can simply call here which keyword? Return keyword. Why I am using here compare to? Because compare to method, like you can simply say return type available int value there, right? And if you are going to use comparison of string, then string itself available compare to method. If both string are same, customer 1 dot customer name and customer 2 dot customer name, right, it will return 0. If the first one is greater, it will return 1, else it will return -1. That's why I am calling here, this is the very optimized logic. By calling compare to method, we are going to compare the both the strings here. Yeah. Now coming to next is age comparator. For age comparator perspective, again here instead of object 1, object 2, I am giving customer 1, customer 2. This is the good naming convention as solid principles. Now I am adding here condition. This will be c1 dot get age equal to c2 dot get customer age. If both are equals, then return 0. Else if, you can simply call here, this will be c1 dot get customer age, customer 1 dot get customer age. c1 it means customer 1 greater than c2 dot get customer age, then return here 1. Else you can simply say return -1. See one screen, here is it. Perfect. We handle here, this is for age comparator. Now coming down inside main class main method, I am just creating the here, you can simply say list of, we are going to consider this will be customer. This will be customer list equal to new array list or linked list, whatever you want to use. I am using here linked list. Now within that customer list I am adding 5 records. Add method available here, new customer. First customer I am giving here Swara, and this Swara age I am adding here 22. We require at least 5 customers, list of data we require there. This will be 122, 123, 124, 125. The second I am adding here Lakshmi, then I am giving here Darshan, then we are adding here, this will be Pooja, and the last one we are adding here Rutuja. Now Lakshmi age I am giving here 16, Darshan age I am giving here 25, Pooja age we are giving here 21, and Rutuja we are giving 23. Perfect. Now we are going to use here collections is a Java class and collection is an interface. Collections class coming from java.util package. We are calling collections dot sort. See, sort method you can simply use here the second sort method here. See, the list we are passing here customer list, and which is the class new name comparator on the basis of alphabetic, right? It will print, and simply call here customer list dot for each. we are trying to print the record by using method reference. Print ln you can use. Okay, and here I am using the printing statement. This is, you can simply say like star mark I am using here, and this is name comparator. You can simply say this is name comparator. And one more we are going to use here, this will be age comparator. Simply using printing statement, I am passing here /n. Yeah, I want to add some new liners, that's why I am passing there /n actually. And this is, you can simply say age comparator. Then once you are trying run a Java application, it will print the output there. See, the name comparator start with alphabetic, Darshan come first, then Lakshmi, Pooja, then Rutuja, and the last one is Swara. And the age comparator start with first Lakshmi. Why? Because 16, then 21, then 22, 23, and then 25 here, right? Like ascending order it goes to print. In such a way, like we handle here concept, the concept name is comparator concept in Java. Then what is comparator? You can simply say comparator is an functional interface. How we are saying functional interface? Because there is only one abstract method. Which is the abstract method available there? There is abstract method available. You can simply say compare as abstract method available there, right? There is compare as abstract method available, and comparator function interface coming from java.util package. Okay, java.util package, and it is used for multiple sequence sort. See, here is the theory part. Comparator, it comes from java.util package. It have only one abstract method. That's why you can simply say this is the functional interface, which is the abstract method there. Compare equals also available, but equals coming from object class. And comparator, it is used to multiple sequence sort. Perfect. This way we done with the differentiate comparable versus comparator with theory as well as practical approach. Now coming to next is 7th number question, and this is very commonly asked into the questions nowadays. How to convert list into map. For that perspective, we'll see the practical approach directly, and we'll use here stream API. We are going to use here stream API, and upcoming sessions, okay, once we'll start with the Java 8, I will prefer to use always stream API, okay, because stream API always work on collection framework like list set map. Then see, here we are going to use stream API for list to map conversion. Find stream API. Then simply check here the practical example. Simply come up with our package, right click on that, new Java class I'm giving here. This is list to map conversion, and if you want to filter it, you can go ahead and filter it, no worries. See, here I am using Ctrl M, it will maximize the size of screen. This is our main method. Here I am creating the class name as, you can simply say employee, and employee class we are adding the fields private int emp have id. Private, you can simply say this will be private string employee have name. Next I am adding private double employee have salary. Time being I am just adding here 3 fields. In your case you can try to add number of fields like Aadhaar card, PAN card. You can go to the gender as well, then blood group as well, right? Perfect. Now simply right click here, go to source, generate constructor using fields. See one screen. Now I am just going to create here getter setters. Simply go to source, generate getter setters, select all and click on generate. We require toString method. Go to source, generate toString method as well. See one screen. Perfect. Now coming to main class main method. See, this is our Pojo class. We have created variables, then constructors, getter setters, and then toString method also we have created. Now within main class I am just going to create, this will be list, you can say list, it will be type of our employee. Then this will be, you can say employee list equal to, I am calling here stream of. This is the stream API we are using here to add the list of data. New employee, this will be 121. You can say name as employee as Swara. The salary I am giving 97,000.96. Dot to list. We require at least 5 records. That's why I will do the copy paste. It will save our time. Perfect. This will be 122, 123, 124, 125. Next record I am adding here Pooja. This will be the Rutuja, then Darshan, the last one I am adding here Lakshmi. Salary, each one we are giving different salary here. The Lakshmi I am giving the salary as 92,000, you can simply say. Perfect. How many records we have available? We have available here 5 records. If you want to print the list, employee list dot for each, you can simply use system.out print ln. You can simply use print ln. See, once you are trying, it will iterate the 5 records, it will go to print there. Now what is our business requirement? We are trying to convert to list into map. Convert list into map. And here conversion perspective, map it is a key value pair. Map it is a key value pair, right? Then key will consider here employee ID as a key. It means integer value, and value it will be employee object. We are going to consider. For that perspective, we are going to use here stream API. Then how to stream API? First you can create the map. Map it is a key value pair. Key it will be integer type of ID. Here we are not able to use primitive type. You can simply always use the wrapper classes. Then here I am passing integer as a key, and value can simply say employee object. This will be employee map equal to, we have employee list here, dot stream dot collect. Then you can use collectors is a class available there. Collectors dot to map, and there we are just going to define, like this will be, you can say employee method reference get employee ID. This is the integer type of key we are going to add here, right? This is the ID, it means key, and here we are saying this will be object. You can simply say this will be employee. You can use here lambda expression. This will be employee, ending with semicolon. Perfect. Now we have converted our list into map by using this is key value. Key it means ID, and value it will be employee object. Now we are going to iterate the record. How? Employee map dot for each, then you can say this will be key, this will be value, right? And this is lambda expression. Simply print it key value colon separated. See one screen. Now at the end we have converted list into map, and by using for each we are going to iterate the record as well. See, here is the key. Key it means integer type of ID, and this is the entire object as a value, you can simply consider here, right? This is entire object as a value, you can simply consider. See, here key it will be integer type of ID. This is key, and this is entire object as a value, you can simply say. Then such a way we have converted list into map, and just we are able to iterate the record as well. And again, if you want to filter it, then you can simply add the condition, and on the basis of condition you can simply print the record. You can add the condition on the basis of key, otherwise value. Then if you want to print those employees have salary more than 95,000, then you can simply add the condition. If you can say this will be value dot get salary, those greater than or equal to 95,000, only those you can simply go and print it. Then see on screen, run as Java application to print such a records. Only 2 records like Sora and Pooja have salary more than 95,000, right? Only those filtration goes to print. Then such a questions comes in interview, you can convert your list into map, and then you can filter the map on the basis of like whatever they have giving here options on the basis of salary and name, whatever key value pair, right? Yes. Then here if you don't want to add any conditions, then simply remove the if condition there and simply print the records, right? Now it will print all the 5 records as per business requirements. Perfect. Like this is key and this is object as a value, you can simply say. Perfect. Such a way we covered here like how we are going to convert list into map as well. And there are some like few questions comes on differentiate array list vector. You can say vector is legacy class, and this is synchronized. It not give us up to mark performance. Vector also available add method. It also allows the insertion of data. It also allows duplication of data as well. Same questions comes on HashMap versus hash table. Like hash table is legacy class, comes in Java 1.0 version. It is synchronized and it not give up to mark performance. And hash table it does not allow null key or value, right? Yes, but HashMap it allows one null key, but it allows multiple null value. Hash table also key value pair itself, right? Yes. like such a questions comes basic level actually, and I hope if you want to take if you want to go ahead with the advanced level, right, then you can simply check our live session as well. I already created the one live session. This is 2 hour and 30 minutes ka session. You can simply follow this one. There I covered all the interview questions answers. And upcoming sessions, definitely I will cover up here some questions answer on collection framework, and those mostly we are going to cover up by using stream API. For that perspective, by next week I will take the sessions on Java 8 features. Then you can simply follow the session. You will get more clarity on advanced level collection as well. And whatever today's session we followed here, right? See, we followed here like what is LinkedHashSet, LinkedHashMap, then what is fail fast and fail safe iterator in Java, ConcurrentHashMap, then how HashMap iterator works here, then difference at comparable versus comparator, and how we are going to convert list into map. For that you can simply follow the session. You will get lot of clarity. But till if you have any questions, then feel free to add your comment in comment box. I will give the solution there as well. Yeah, and thanks for watching this video. Please do like, share, subscribe the channel to get more updates, and see you in next video.